Hey guys, how you doing? Hope you guys been enjoying my videos so far. I appreciate all the great feedback. There are some people who just had no clue what I was saying. So what I want to do is I'm going to continue posting videos for basic and intermediate viewers on my Unlock Realty page. But I'm going to release a new page. It's going to be called Unleash the Equity for my advanced viewers. Look out for that. Today, we're going to be talking about how far are you willing to go for your real estate goals. What I mean by real estate goals is not, oh, I want to retire in 5 years. It's the kind of ROI, cash on cash, asset class, principal pay down, equity appreciation, combination of all of those, right? Are you willing to travel 1 hour, 3 hours, fly 3 hours? Are you willing to do that to achieve your goals? We're going to be talking about that today. So, this is the most common strategies from basic to advanced, okay? So I'm going to start with no control passive, which is for novice. If you see my partnership video, it stated the basics of a partnership structure. So one of them is joint venture, okay? So this is when the investor owns the property themselves and they sign a joint venture agreement with a project manager, okay? And on that agreement will state facts of who's the project manager, what is his responsibilities, the scope of the project, as well as how much capital is invested and who are the investors. Okay. Another one is company operating agreement. So this is when the company owns the property, and on the operating agreement states all of the facts of who is responsible, capital invested, those partners, and the scope of the project and the project manager, all those details. Okay. Make sure whatever company partnership you have an interest in, that they are backed with something, either title, lien, or collateral of the property. Because you don't want to be backed, if you're not backed by anything, people can just run away with your money. Okay? So, syndication is a little bit more advanced partnership with more people, where the syndicator finds a property, puts it under contract, sets up the financing, and he raises money for the down payment. Okay. Now, there's SEC rules in your jurisdiction, so make sure you abide by those rules, and the syndicator's abiding by it too, if you're going to invest in something like that. Okay? So now we're going to... Private mortgages, I just realized, you know what, it's more of lending, it's not really investing, so I'm not even going to talk about that. Control passive. So this is when you have control. You have title, and it's passive, where you just don't do anything, you're just collecting money. So, turnkey rentals, singles, and multis. Okay, so this is pretty much when you buy the property, you're pretty much taking over the property, taking over the operations as the owner, where it's already set up, where there's property manager in place and all the leases are done, everything's taken care of. So once you close, you collect, you're good to go, you don't have to do anything. Okay? Here's mortgage notes. Before I go any further, everything here is all applicable in the U.S. It is in Canada as well, but a lot of these are not that common in Canada because of just, it's not common, or just the numbers just doesn't make sense. Okay? So, I have a good friend of mine who does trades notes in the U.S., and he's really good at it. He's been doing it for a while, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put him on the podcast or something later down the road so you guys will learn about it too. So this is pretty much mortgage note. You're just collecting mortgage from the homeowner. Realtors only. This strategy I'm not going to talk about, but this is just a great way to build passive income for realtors. If you're a realtor out there and you want to know a little bit more about it, PM me and I'll give you details about it. Control active for intermediate and advanced. So this is when you have full control, but at the same time, you're doing a lot of work. Okay? Actually, before I go there, so all of this right here, are you willing to go out of your jurisdiction to invest in these? So if you think about partnership and syndication, okay, so you're investing in these projects. They can be in Canada, they can be in the US. Do you really have to go there? No. You just have to believe in the syndicator or the or the project manager that, as long as they have a reputation, they have a good track record, you can trust them, or they referred to you by somebody who you trust, right? So, I mean, North America is pretty safe. But when you're going beyond North America, I don't know how it is. I personally wouldn't do it. You got to do your due diligence, okay? Now, these ones where, okay, so if you're buying, say, a multi-turnkey, okay, do you have to go there? You should, but I know people who never even went there. They just rely on the boots that they have on the ground over there, meaning their real estate agent, their contractor, their property manager. They trust those people. Take pictures for them, whatever, okay? I mean, some people might think you're crazy, why would you buy a property? But there's people out there that do it without even seeing it. So, I mean, you can take one trip down there in the beginning. You don't have to take frequent visits. You don't have to unless something bad goes on, which it can. But, you just have to take one trip at the beginning to do the inspection, do some due diligence. That's it, okay? Are you willing to travel 3 hours? Are you willing to fly for 3 hours? It depends on you. It depends on your risk tolerance. It depends on your stomach. It depends on how ambitious you are to reach those cash-on-cash goals, okay? Same with that. So moving on to control active, okay? So buy, rehab, and rent. Rent meaning finding a tenant, okay? And you can take a step further and refinance, and so you can recoup a lot of your capital back. So your overall capital at that time will be much less than what you started with. Okay, this is very common. Flip, buy, rehab, and sell to the end user. Okay, that's pretty common as well. Buy, rehab, rent, sell as a turnkey. Okay, this is not that common. People are doing it, but a lot of people are doing it the wrong way. They're just putting a lipstick on a house, making it look good, put any kind of tenant in there, and sell it to an investor. That's the wrong way. Okay, you gotta do it the right way, which is either gutting the place, put new plumbing, electrical, roof, windows, all that kind of stuff, and then sell it to a turnkey investor, okay? I think this niche right here is amazing. It's not for me, as you know, I'm more of a passive guy, because this one takes a lot of time, a lot of work, but if you do it the right way, structure it the right way, it can be very profitable. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about this on what my strategies, if I was going to do this, PM me, I'll let you guys know, okay? So now, the question is, are you willing to travel 3 hours, right? Are you willing to fly 3 hours, travel 6 hours to get your return with these kind of strategies? It's a lot of work, but remember, if you're going to do it out of town, make sure you build a team, right? You vet them well, get referrals, property manager, real estate agent, insurance broker, contractor, which is mostly contractor and property manager. Those are the two that you need to vet the most, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoyed this and learned something, and watch out for my next videos. Thanks for watching.